Hey, how you doing, guys and gals? Hooksy here, coming at you with a quick video. First off, if you are offended by profanity, you don't want to watch this video. There's probably gonna be a lot of profanity in it. Still work in progress, but oh well. Hey, I was recently thinking about this one passage where Christ he says, "If you deny me before men, I will deny you before my Father." And I was starting to think about that, and with the thought that was coming to my head was, a lot of Christians, a lot of times we like to be so judgmental against Peter, and we go back to thinking, when he denied Christ 3 times. This was after Christ got seized by all because the Pharisees wanted to put him to death because they were jealous of him, so on and so forth. But they seized Christ, and now they got him pretty much under arrest, and they're questioning him. And all this and that, but Peter, he kind of stood around outside the house, like with the crowd of people, because he still all the other motherfuckers ran away, because again, they didn't have the Spirit of God. I'd have ran away without the Spirit of God in me. I would be a piece of shit without the Spirit of God in me. But anyways, they all ran away, but Peter, at least he stood around. But then when he was out there in the outer area, courtyard or whatever, the little servant girl was like, "Hey, I think that guy over there, he was with that Christ that they're in their question. I think he was one of them." And what did Peter say? "I don't know who he is. I wasn't with him, And then she asked the second time, I don't know who he was. And asked the third time. He even cursed, saying, "Damn it, I don't know the freaking dude, And then the rooster crowed. And a lot of times as Christians, we like to think back to that. That's what they were talking about. If I was in Peter's position, I wouldn't deny Christ. I was like, no. I know him. I'm with him, and we like to, hold ourselves up, being all proud about that kind of fact. But is that actually true, man? Think about in the daily life, and think about what that means. If you deny me before men, I will deny you before my Father. That's what Christ says. How many times has somebody come up to you, maybe a friend, maybe a total stranger, and you see him going through a struggle, you see him going through pain, and in your spirit, in the heart, you're thinking, man, do they know God? Do they have Christ? Or, man, you need to pray. You need to seek God. You're thinking that in your head, but you're like in your head, you're thinking that, but then your spirit been so corrupted by this world, your mind so brainwashed by this world, you start thinking, I don't want to offend them. Maybe they're not a Christian. Maybe they don't believe what I believe. Who am I to push my beliefs on them? I don't want to be seen as a pushy Christian. So a lot of Christians, is it possible? I might be wrong. Is it possible on a daily basis when somebody comes up to us, when they know, we know you need Christ, but yet we are silent? Are we being that one that's denying him before men? Because why? Unlike Peter, he denied him when, he was in fear of motherfuckers taking him and killing him. He denied Christ. But do we, when we're afraid to speak about Christ, because of what? We don't want to be seen as pushy. We don't want to offend anybody. So that's what we're fearing, not being accepted. We deny him every freaking day when we don't speak out, when we know what that person needs is Christ. I want to encourage you guys and gals, don't follow the brainwashing of this world. Don't believe that woke ass bullshit. Realize this world is hurting, this world is falling. Every single person needs Christ. And don't believe the hype. Stand up for him. Act accordingly, as Wrangler Star would say, act accordingly. I like that dude, he's kind of funny. Hey, peace out. Serve your king.